So 4 years ago, I decided to join the track team, and what came along with joining track was carbo loading. I had practice every single day, and I was a long distance runner, so that changed my diet, and I started eating more sandwiches, pastas, kind of foods that would sustain my energy. And what came along with this was severe stomach aches, like gastrointestinal issues. I started to lose a lot of weight, and I began getting really sick and kind of malnourished. And basically, I ended up in the hospital one day during the track season, and their first thing that they thought to do was give me a blood test. And the blood test was actually just for environmental allergies to kind of see what my inflammation level was, and it was off the charts. So following the blood test, I got a skin test and actually found out that I had celiac disease, which is an autoimmune disease that's caused from the intake of gluten. So actually it's something that I've had my whole life, but because of this carbo load I was doing while I was on the track team, it got very bad, and I ended up actually having to completely eliminate gluten from my diet. So I've been gluten-free for 4 years. And according to Beyond Celiac Organization, 1 in 133 Americans have celiac disease and are unable to consume gluten. So basically, celiac disease is one of the most misdiagnosed conditions in America, and bringing awareness to the makeup of gluten, celiac disease symptoms, and the benefits of a gluten-free diet encourages people to assess their own eating habits and health. So what is gluten? Gluten is a term for proteins found in wheat, rye, barley, and triticale, which is a cross between wheat and rye. So gluten holds foods together, which is why it's used in foods such as breads, pastas, and baked goods. Kind of like the foods that are dense and rich, used as a base for a lot of things. So Healthline.com actually says that the cause of gluten intolerance is unknown, but it's the thought that pesticides and GMOs have played a large role in why gluten is now exasperating the body more, and why this is an issue that's more prevalent in our society nowadays. So this just shows that celiac disease affects 1 in 133 Americans, like I stated. So it's a pretty high statistic for a food allergy, and it actually a lot of times goes misdiagnosed or just unknown completely for someone's whole life. So what exactly is celiac disease? So gluten.org says that this disease is inherited and genetic, and my grandma actually got tested after I found out that I had celiac disease and found out that she had it as well. So it was interesting to kind of find out who in my family may have passed this gene on to me. So now she kind of follows my gluten-free diet as well, even though she found it a year or two after mine. So it's kind of shocking to know that she went about 70 years of her life not knowing that she had this. So it's just if she had eliminated it from her diet, she probably would have been a lot healthier, because she has actually had cancer twice. So it's one of those things that's the inflammation in your body caused from not knowing that you're eating this thing that's hurting yourself can be prevented. So it's just bringing awareness to it that's important. So when gluten is consumed by someone who has celiac disease, the villi of the small intestines react like the gluten is attacking your body, so they end up getting damaged to the point where nutrients are not absorbed and malnutrients becomes present. So symptoms of celiac disease include hives, skin rashes, stomach cramps, sinus allergy symptoms, sneezing, headaches, asthma, and anaphylaxis in major cases. So some of my major health issues growing up were asthma, skin rashes, and stomach problems, but I never knew that those all tied together into what I was eating. We always treated them as separate things. Like skin rashes, we would just put lotions on them and stuff like that, but we didn't know that it was actually from one main point. And according to the College of Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology, one can be tested for celiac disease in 2 ways. So like I said, blood tests, skin pricking tests. I don't know if any of you have had those allergy tests before, but they're pretty spot on. And if one doesn't come up positive, they'll always try the other one, because there's sometimes it's not going to always be that accurate. So that's why there's 2 ways to get tested. And when I got tested, I actually found out that I'm also allergic to corn, soy, and buckwheat, which are pretty common alternatives to gluten. So it was just interesting to know that those were also things I needed to eliminate from my diet. So the benefits of going gluten-free, basically the gluten-free diet kind of has some stigma behind it as an LA diet. It's kind of like a juice cleanse or whatever. Some people don't think that it's actually beneficial. But in going gluten-free, you're automatically eliminating fried foods and most sweets like baked goods, so that helps in weight loss and it increases you eating healthier foods as alternatives to those things. So you're more likely to eat fruits, vegetables, natural proteins over processed foods, desserts, and high-carb food naturally because of the diet restraints. So in eliminating gluten, you're kind of just naturally like improving your diet because you're not being attracted to pastas, you're not being attracted to pizzas, you're more likely to get salads or alternatives like rice bowls, etc. And your immune system becomes stronger because you're eating foods that are higher in antioxidants and vitamins. LiveScience.com suggests that eliminating gluten from your diet actually improves digestion drastically as well, and is something recommended for people with IBS and chronic stomach issues. Eliminating gluten ultimately eliminates inflammation and causes the body to heal itself and get more nutrients because of gluten substitutes that a gluten-free person is consuming. Overall, celiac disease is a major disease in America that goes undiagnosed and misdiagnosed very frequently. There are over 3 million people in the US with celiac disease, but only about 150,000 of those people will be diagnosed in their lifetime, which is kind of scary to think about. Undiagnosed celiac disease increases the cancer rate by 300% and increases the miscarriage rate by 900%, according to csaceliacs.org. So gluten is a protein found in wheat, barley, and rye, and has the capability of damaging the small intestine and promoting malnutrition. It's very smart to get allergy tested if you have any of the symptoms of those that celiac disease have, and then implementing a gluten-free diet will do nothing but benefit you. Celiac disease is linked to too many major issues to go undiagnosed and untreated for a lifetime, and that's why I encourage you to maybe take a look at your eating habits and possibly get allergy tested if you ever have any ongoing issues. That is my conclusion. Thank you.